Okay, everybody, welcome into a new challenge. So we are on Dakota. It is a 16x map. Um, we didn't start with a farm because we're in a server, so I don't get a farm. So the challenge is basically the end goal is we need to own, I think it's like this whole northeast. So this whole area, I think. Let me see. It's called the Rod Challenge, and we're doing this in Bad Pumpkin's Discord group. Roderick came up with it. Blah blah. So we got a hard economy, follow a crop counter, start with zero money, but because we didn't have a farm, we were able to buy a small medium tractor with a mower and a fertilizer spreader. No loans, no leasing equipment. Wait, stop. Sorry. Okay, there we go. No loans and no leasing equipment. Can only do contracts with own equipment. You can't borrow it. Can only place two productions per year, but can automate slash auto sell livestock doesn't count. 3 days per month to try to keep time to 3x minimum. Can only buy adjacent slash touching farmlands. So, like if we buy 111, we have to buy 110. We can't buy 64. Um, Refrain from using unrealistic equipment until you own more than 200 acres, and then a bunch of stuff is off. So that is going to help. Like, so this is hectares, 90 hectares, and look at the value. But the contracts will help us get a discount. Because even look at this 4.88 hectares. I have to do the math. If we go with acres to hectares, is again, I think it's 10 acres, 1 hectare. Which if that was the case, that's for 40 acres, but 292. So good thing is we have a lot of. Wow. Too bad we don't have a bale. I wonder if we can get a bale wrapper in time because that will be good. Well, we can start with this one. I don't think there's any mowing. Oh, there is one. So we can start with this fertilizing. Actually, let's do the mowing first. Accept contract. We're also going to take this one. And this is our setup. It's the MB Track 1800. And I figure this will help because then we can have an extra pellet of fertilizer on top. But we really need to get in a truck with a trailer so we can be like our support vehicle. So let's take this stuff off. This. That's not what I wanted to do. Sorry, I'm a little stuffed up. So just bear with me. So I don't know how many other people are doing it. I know Bad Pumpkin is doing it. Walter's obviously doing it. I don't know how many more people in the Discord are doing it. But I think it's pretty good. It's gonna be a long, rough road. It's gonna be tough. I think ultimately, if we can get this, but obviously we don't do it in the unrealistic one. This is just the mega. That's the unrealistic one. 27 meters. Then we get some of those big grass contracts. But we need 350 horsepower to get to it. That's the only thing. I don't think there was a tractor that size on sale right now. That was 210, 230. That would do it, but 250K. Yeah, there's really nothing on sale right now. So where is field? Where is this? The heck does BC 71? Oh, okay, this is right up the road. something on the PC. But I think we'll handle it. Playing an ultra wide though. So this is the contract. So let's go ahead and get everything and fold it. GPS on this one. Let's see how long this takes. So I'm not sure where I'm going to my farm. I'm thinking we're going to be in the northeast region. I think we go down. Maybe we start on the center, around the 60s, maybe even 24. And we work our way over to 75. We could put a pretty big farm yard there. And we work our way up 78, 14, 92, 13, that kind of stuff. But these fields would be pretty good for a couple live streams. I know that's what BP's doing. I'll have to tell us to stay on the left side of the map, I guess. Struggle just because we only have 180 horsepower. So, yeah, let me get this grass cut. See how long it takes us. It's going to take us a bit. Yeah, so I'll get this done. We come back and probably head over to the fertilizer contract next, and hopefully we can buy some stuff. I would like to get kind of far on this first episode. I don't know how far we're going to get. It'd be nice to pick up that other tractor. Another tractor. Probably grab the other fertilizer. The turbine one instead of the behind just because of the we'll see what happens. We'll see. Anyways, I will catch you guys. Probably, I'd say a good 30 minutes. It's for 30, 45 minutes. Yeah. I'll be here. Okay, so that took way longer. Well, I knew it was going to take a while. It took about 40 minutes, I think, in real time. So we're going to be done this in a second. We're going to leave, yeah, there it is. We're going to leave everything at the shop. Just because that's our point that we can meet back at, because obviously we're going to be going through a lot of fertilizer. I had to put on FSR 3 because I was dropping frames like crazy. Where is the shot? Oh, it's here. I was dropping frames like crazy by mowing the lawn. Okay, so it's here. This tractor is definitely underpowered for the size of it. Okay, so let's collect this. And judging by this, the cost of material $8,200. We can estimate how much fertilizer we're gonna need. And now the thing is, if I grab bags, I could probably put 2, maybe 4 bags on the hooks. You think? I think we could do it. Okay, so what do we said 8,200, so it's 57. So probably roughly like 4.5 bags. So that's 4,000. Let's fill our thing. Why didn't it? My guy, I want the fertilizer, please. Okay. So before we do anything, we have to put our forks back on. Get to fix this. Now, isn't there a way to spread them? Yeah. How do I do it on the joystick? S1. Switch one. What the heck is switch one? Come on. Okay, there we go. Let's get rid of this. Probably gonna have to buy a weight for the front and field. I mean, if it 4 bags on the back. Let's buy 2 more bags. 2. Buy. Yep. Weights. Weights. Where are weights? Where are the weights? Can you search? Wait. That's not what I want. Oh, weights. Yeah. What do you think we need? 650, 750. Probably 1,000 pounds would be good, I would imagine. Right? 3,300 pounds. So let's go with the case. 3 point. Perfect. Okay. Let's attach that first. Oh, no, I came from the wrong way. Okay. see what I am doing. Come on. Oh yeah, look at that. We can only get 2 bags on here, can't we? This whole backwards steering thing is kind of messed up. It's hard. This would work in real life. Yes. Oh, the weight is not enough. Ah. That's okay. We're figuring this out together. So what weight did we buy? 1,000. You know what? 3,300 it is. And then we're going to sell that one. Vehicles. We don't have very many vehicles. 1,000 pounds. Get rid of it. Okay, that lifted the front very, very good. Nice and slow. What if we lower the weight? I wish you could I wish you could lower it like a real tractor. Like, you know how you could just leave it? Oh, we have to change. What was it? We'll shift B. How you can change it in real life. How you can just lower a little bit. Okay, so this is going to be fun. I don't know if we can do 4 bags. Can we lower that? Just to lower our center of gravity. Okay. Okay, so where are we going? We're going to field 19. Field 19. It's got to be here somewhere. I got to be blind. Field 20, 20, 19. Perfect. Tag. Okay, so I'll drive us over there. We'll get started. I don't know how long this is going to take. What was our spread pattern on this? That was one thing I should add it to the mod list, was some bigger fertilizer spreaders. 42, was that 30? 42, so even if we went with that one, 42, 42, okay. Yeah, so let me get over here, get situated. What a beast. I love German. Okay, I'll do this over here, get it situated, and I'll probably still fertilize it a little bit. In between, I'll talk a little bit about our plans and stuff. Alright, let's do it. Okay, so here we are. What a wicked ride. I love this thing already, even though it's so underpowered. Hopefully this is enough fertilizer. I think it should be. I was wondering if we could refill on the way. It should, those 2 bags should almost be emptying while we're unloading, but I guess it's not. Grand lines don't really need it. It's fine. Hopefully, precision farming works with this big map, because apparently I was reading that precision farming doesn't work very well with 16x maps. just good to know before I added it. So I think with this money, we're probably going to pick up a truck and a trailer. That way we can just go out and rip fertilizer contracts. This is just some bigger ones. And I'll probably just, it'll be like a support unit pretty well. So I think that's what we're going to do with that in the next, because then we should be able to buy our first piece of property. And if we rip those three, I think there's 2 fertilizer contracts, we should be able to buy a different, bigger tractor than I have my eye on. And that'll help us with getting that bigger mower. This field is huge. These are some big fields, and this isn't even a big field compared to the other ones. The good thing is I got this tractor on sale, even though I didn't, obviously it was a freebie, and it has the Asari Pro, so we're using a little bit less fertilizer. I mean, we're still using quite a bit. I think we'll have 2 bags left over after this, though. Maybe. I think probably go through all this. Hopefully we don't need more. Yeah, so I'm probably going to do a couple contracts in between. Should have enough time today to do this. So if I do this, that'll give us the money for the truck and trailer and a little bit of fertilizer. Maybe we can also pick up a baler, because there's these 2. And if we do these 2, obviously we can buy a bigger tractor, because then there's these 2, so it'll pay for it, you know. And then we can be doing both simultaneously. In which case, hopefully, we have enough. We can make enough between these 3 days, because it's 3 days a year, right? And we can buy our first piece of grass, or not grass, field that's ready to harvest. I think crop-wise, I'm probably going to do corn this series, as I haven't really done corn. You know, I've done my sunflowers. In the other series, we're still doing sunflowers and soybeans. I think this one we do corn. Maybe get into a little bit of peas. Maybe peas. Because if we get that protein factory, we can make quite a bit of stuff that gives us pretty big money throughout the year, because we're going to need a lot of money. We need things that make us big money. I mean, the contracts obviously make big money, but they're going to be like filler for what we need to do. Because, I mean, you look at this. This one field is $10 million. Like, what's this field worth? This field alone is 1.4. So, you know, we need stuff that makes us a lot of money. So let's do the quick math. What's hectare? I'm pretty sure it's 10. How many acres in a hectare? Oh, it's 2.4. So if we went 4 acres of field, 4.4, that's only 10 acres. So what is this? Okay, this field's 100. Okay, what's this field? 23. So we're not even at 200 yet. 23. 58. So we need quite a few of these fields before we get, before we can use our unrealistic capacities and stuff. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's a that's a problem. Why isn't it filling though? Should be filling. Anyways, yeah, we need quite a bit of land before we get before we get a unrealistic capacities and stuff. I mean, unrealistic equipment anyways. I'm only going to use trailers, I feel. But yeah, okay, let me get this fertilizer contract done, and I'll meet back with you guys after. Okay, so we're done that. Let's accept that money. Thank you very much. And I think because Adam estimated the size of these fields in this is too big. Or the fields are too big for this. Oh, come on. Come on. Thank you. These fields are way too big for the size of this. So I think what we're going to do... Oops. Too far. Oops. This we're just going to repair. Sell it. We're going to hang on to this weight. Just because we might need it. You never know. Stick it over here. We're going to attach this stuff. I'm gonna move this stuff out anyway. But what we're gonna do, I don't think there was one on sale, was there? There's a dump truck on sale. There is a wrapper on sale. But no. Okay, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna go with this guy. BKTs. I don't want the narrow tires. I guess we have no choice. Go with the wide. Standard US capacity, normal, main color. Let's match it to our tractor. We don't have any, so we're gonna make a case. Top cover. Cool. $82. Why? Okay, perfect. Okay, and then later on down the road, we can always change that. Okay, so what we're gonna do, I'm gonna do these two contracts. So let's accept. So I'm gonna do those two, and then we'll come back. We'll accept the money together. We'll talk about how much fertilizer I go through, because it's gonna be a lot. I already know that. I don't know if I'll have enough to buy the truck and trailer as a support unit. So yeah, let me get everything situated and whatnot. We'll probably do the cheaper one first. This one, 106. Just that way, then I can buy more fertilizer or the truck and trailer, and I can run it out. 106. Then I can run everything out. So I will see you guys shortly. It'll just be a second for you, but really long time for me. So it's 3:22 right now p.m. Let's see what time it is after we get this field done. I'll check back in with you shortly. Okay, so there's contract number 2 finished. So let's go ahead and get refilled up at the store, and we're gonna head down to field 120 before we run out of time. I don't know if I quite have enough time to finish this field, but yeah, I don't think we're gonna get mine to field this run. It's okay. We need the money anyway. We don't have all our equipment in the field. Yeah, it's out here. So we're gonna get this guy back to town, filled up with more fertilizer. I'm gonna keep trucking. So next episode is definitely going to be doing a bunch of contracts, getting our farm. We should be able to do it by then, because after this next contract, I'll be able to buy the bigger truck. So I will keep trucking away off camera, and I'll see you guys in the next episode when we come back, and yeah, there'll be some big changes, hopefully. Have a good one. I'll see you next time on Raw Challenge. Oh, actually, sorry, before we leave, I wanted to collect this 130 while we were here. And then the next one will be 406. So, okay, now I'll see you in the next one.